Welcome to COMANDOLIN. Today, part 3 of our series, Introduction to Blues Mandolin. Take a look at the blues scale. If you're just checking out blues mandolin for the first time, be sure to see parts 1 and 2. I'll link to them down below there. Part 1, just some shuffle patterns to get you going. And part 2, the 12-bar blues progression that you'll need to know. Now it'll bring you pretty much to here, part 3, the blues scale. How to sound bluesy, for lack of a better way to put it. I'll show you the patterns on the fretboard in the first half, and the second half will be some application stuff, which will be really fun. So make sure hang around for that. Be sure to subscribe down below, COMANDOLIN, if you haven't already. I do a lot of these tutorials and reviews and stuff. Of course, I got the PayPal thing down there. If you're getting anything out of these lessons and could kick the channel $1 or $2, that should be appreciated. Of course, I got the COMANDOLIN store with the t-shirts and hoodies and stickers and all that. But enough business, let's start sounding bluesy. Alright, so let's look at the blues scale in its simplest form here. We're going to start in G first, which is with our open G string. Moving up to the 3rd fret, 5th fret, and 6th fret. So it's the open string plus 3 notes. Open, 3rd, 5th, 6th, come down to the open D, 3rd fret of the D, and 5th fret of the D. So there's an octave of the G blues scale. Already sounds kind of bluesy even without doing much to it. So, when we get to the top note, that's just a G, just like we started on. So that pattern will just repeat itself, starting right here in the 5th fret. 5th, 8th, 10th, and 11th. Whoops, I'm gonna fit my pinky in there. And then 5th, 8th, and 10th on the A string. So here's another octave of it. And when we get to the top of this one, here's another. It just starts over again. So just by learning this one little pattern here, and it feels like you just learned this little quadrant of the neck, you've got 3 good octaves of that thing laid out right here, especially in G. It works out really well. So that's in G, but if you start, whatever note you start on is your key. So if you start on the D string and play that same pattern, open 3rd, 5th, 6th, then the open A, 3rd, and 5th. There it is in D. And again, once you hit the top note, it's just a D, it starts over. Just like before. And, of course, if we started on the A, same pattern. 3rd, 5th, 6th, open 3rd and 5th. So now here it is in A. Of course, we can't go 2. We can start going up our octave. And if we had another string here, 2 into a 5th, the pattern would continue. So we'd have a... But there's a few more notes there to play with. And also, if you add one more note coming down, say we're coming down the scale here, it's a good idea to know about the go down one more note from the A, open A, down to the G, 5th fret, because it's really handy to be able to go just below the note and come right back up for various riffs. You know, same thing in D. If we got our D scale here. Just adding that C note 5th fret on the G string. It's really handy because that's a really handy little lick here. You know, kind of a bluesy thing. And very handy to be able to go just below and back up to the root. But that's the pattern. Any note you start on the fretboard, we'll just start, go up 3, up 2, and up 1. So no matter what key anybody says, you can just, you know, forget about the other octaves and all this. You can just apply that little box shape anywhere. But, so the first thing we want to do is just get used to this pattern. It's just this rectangular pattern. And this is the oddity note. If it were symmetrical, it would just be that. You're just throwing that note on top of it as well. But first thing we're going to do is just spend a few minutes. Right now I'm just messing around in G. There's a few ways to get to notes. If you're on a note and you want to get to the note up here, you can hammer onto it. You can slide. It's a little easier if you're just sliding one fret, usually like maybe from here to here. And this is a really common blues little lick, is, you know, sliding from the 5th to the 6th, and then that open, because that's part of the scale. Those notes are right out of the scale. But just spend a few minutes messing with these notes and getting this pattern under your fingers. And then we're going to do something really fun with it here. Alright, so we've got these little patterns under our fingers, right? Got our little box shape and our notes down. Well, what can we do with these things? It's no fun to just sit around by ourselves and play the scale back and forth. In a perfect world, we'd have some musical friends to go jam with. Because that's the best thing you do, is start playing with people and hear how the notes like exist in the musical universe, if you will. But we can do that right here, right where we are right now, here on YouTube, where you may or may not know backing tracks. They're called backing tracks. Think of it as like karaoke for music. It's just the rhythm section, drums and bass and rhythm guitar, and you can go to town on it. So just go in. I mean, when we're done here, obviously, type in blues backing track in G. And that's what I've done on the old iPad here. This is literally the first one that comes up. I mean, I'll link to these and stuff, so hopefully keep myself out of trouble. But backing track, so here, check it out. Here's the first backing track in G. So it's just a rhythm section. And we take our little G scale that we learned and just start playing notes. See? Nothing fancy. Let's try it up in this octave here. Just playing that pattern, right? And that's the scale. And of course it's blues. So unlike bluegrass where you're just blazing away, you know, just slow and soulful, just to get the feel of the thing. How about up here? Oh, I think it's going to have a piano solo start ripping along here. You never know what's really going to come up. But you can still go. Now you're playing along with a piano guy. You're just working that scale. So it's just the first one that came up in G. Let's I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna type in D. Let's go blues backing track in D, and just gonna pick one here. Here's, hopefully there won't be a commercial. Oh, there's a commercial. It says commercials. What do you do? So there it goes. So here it is. So now we'll use our D scale. Let me turn this up a little bit. Hear that bottom note? Go up here an octave, because we have this pattern. Because remember, when you hit that top note, it just repeats. So we have these notes up here. Point too much here, but so this is what we do. Take these scales we just learned. You know, we could do another one. Go find another one in A, and try it right here. But so take this blues scale, jump on YouTube here, and just find some different backing tracks, especially because the ones that are going to be mandolin friendly to the open strings that we've started here are the G, D, and A. So find yourself some backing tracks in G, D, and A. And just, there aren't any wrong notes. There aren't any wrong answers. We're not even playing specific melodies or too many specific riffs or anything like that. But just kind of getting used to how the notes sound, you know, in the blues universe. And hopefully that's a lot of fun for you. All right, thanks for checking out COMANDOLIN, and I will see you next time.